Inside a quiet room at Yale University lies a book that nobody can read. Its pages are covered in elegant handwriting, full of swirling letters that belong to no known alphabet. Between the lines appear strange drawings, plants that don't exist, stars that no one can name, and women bathing in green pools connected by pipes. This is the Voynich Manuscript, a book without an author, without a translation, and without meaning we can understand. For more than 5 centuries, it has defied all attempts at interpretation. Cryptographers, linguists, and historians have tried to unlock its secrets. None have succeeded. The modern story begins in 1912. A Polish bookseller named Wilfred Voynich was exploring the library of an old Jesuit college near Rome. Among the dusty shelves, he found a thick manuscript bound in vellum, its text written in a language no one could identify. He bought it on the spot and carried it to London, certain he had uncovered something extraordinary. A faded note suggested that the manuscript once belonged to Emperor Rudolph II of the Holy Roman Empire, a ruler fascinated by alchemy and the occult. It claimed that Rudolph had paid 600 ducats for it, a small fortune. Voynich believed it might be the work of Roger Bacon, a 13th century English scholar who experimented with optics and secret writing. But the claim was impossible to prove. Thus began one of the strangest puzzles in the history of books. The Voynich manuscript contains about 240 pages, each written in the same careful hand. Scholars divide it into several sections based on its illustrations. The botanical section shows plants, some resembling real species, others entirely imaginary. The astronomical section features zodiac symbols, stars, and circles filled with women holding orbs. The biological section depicts dozens of naked women bathing in green liquids and flowing through tubes that look like organs or waterways. Then comes the pharmaceutical section, jars, roots, and leaves arranged like a medieval apothecary guide. Finally, a recipes section, filled only with text, short paragraphs marked by stars. Each part appears to follow a purpose, but no one knows what that purpose is. The script uses roughly 25 distinct symbols. They repeat in patterns that resemble a real language, words, prefixes, and suffixes. Cryptographers call it Voynichese. At first glance, it feels structured, yet it fits no known alphabet, ancient or modern. Computer analysis confirms that the text is not random. It follows linguistic rhythms, word frequency, repetition, even grammatical balance. But it corresponds to nothing human, no dictionary, no phonetics, no translation key. If it is a code, it is flawless. If it is nonsense, it is the most consistent nonsense ever written. After Rudolph II, the manuscript passed through the hands of several scholars and alchemists. In the 17th century, an alchemist named Georg Beresch owned it in Prague. He was puzzled by its contents and wrote to the Jesuit scholar Athanasius Kircher, asking for help decoding it. Kircher was famous for attempting to read Egyptian hieroglyphs. He requested the book, but Beresch refused to part with it. After Beresch's death, the manuscript eventually reached Kircher's collection, where it remained for centuries, untouched, unread, and forgotten. When Voynich rediscovered it in 1912, he reignited a mystery that had slept for 300 years. Since its rediscovery, countless theories have appeared. Some claim it is a medical or herbal manual written in a lost dialect. Others see it as an alchemical guide filled with symbols of transformation and purity. A few suspect a clever hoax designed to deceive Emperor Rudolph and earn quick profit. In the 1940s, American military cryptographers who broke wartime ciphers tried to solve it. They failed. Modern AI and linguistic models have compared the text to Latin, Hebrew, and Turkish. Each attempt ends the same way: partial patterns, no meaning. The Voynich Manuscript remains perfectly undecoded. In 2009, scientists performed carbon-14 dating on the parchment. The result? It was made between 1404 and 1438. Chemical tests of the ink and pigments also confirmed genuine medieval materials. No signs of forgery or modern tampering. In other words, the book is authentic, old, real, and meticulously crafted. Only its meaning is missing. The Voynich Manuscript stands as a mirror of human curiosity, a text that looks like language but says nothing we can read. Perhaps it was a private code, perhaps a spiritual experiment, or perhaps just a work of imagination from someone with too much ink and time. Whatever it is, the book endures. It continues to challenge anyone who opens it, to remind us that not everything written is meant to be understood.